Weird not having my co-host with me. Also seeing some interesting names on the side. Hey, everybody. Yeah, thanks for coming today. So, as you can tell, I am solo. So, I'm sorry, Drunken Donuts, if that is too scary. Your timing is impeccable, but yeah. So no Sarah right now. She had a little issue with a water heater that put a big old dent in her the last 2 days for her. So I don't know what my dog's doing right now, but it doesn't sound good. Give me 1 second. He's a jackass. What are you doing? What was that? Okay. What was that sound? All right, I'm sorry. It sounded like he was getting into something, but yeah, so it's just me today, and I apologize. Sarah might pop on if she gets through finally having some hot water. Oh, she's here on the side. You know, it's an interesting day, right? And with all the shit that's going on. Just 8 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago, I received a phone call from my mom. And could be nothing, could be something. But sometimes we have to take stock in the things that are truly important in life. The internet and Facebook. It's not it. There are things that matter. People that actually matter. Spending your days, fighting these crazy boogeymen that are out there. It's just not where time should be spent. So, yeah, if you walk away today from this, hi.
I won't let you go alone.
Yeah. So just love the people you love, folks. Because you never know. Today could be the last day you see them. Tomorrow, or you could go tomorrow too. It's just curious timing, right? Because there's a little bit that took place today that I was going to talk about. And I don't know if this phone call was just placed there by universe as a reminder of what really matters. So it's supposed to be a sad show. We're going to have fun, but it's fresh. Like I had to hang up with my mom. Then I talked to Sarah for a couple minutes and came on here to do this. But yeah, it's it's all just crazy timing. When you're sitting somewhere and you get a phone call from somebody that doesn't ever call you during the day, thank you all. You just know, right? You just know. So yeah, folks, God, just focus on what matters, right? And don't let other people and don't let other things distract you, because it's just a waste of your time and your energy, and you don't get that shit back. You just don't. So here we are. What are you doing here?
Me?
Sarah's gonna let me have a moment.
Well, I no, I was actually working because we have massive big things going on that need attention. So I was working, and yes, I don't have I didn't have a water heater. That just got installed today. So I've been a little out of pocket here the last couple of days with that shit, but I wasn't going to come on. But
I'm glad you did.
Regardless of what people think, maybe of me, I'm not heartless, and I don't like to see you struggle, and I don't think you should be on there alone.
Oh, thank you.
So I was like,
it's just a moment, when the screen pops up and you see people actually watching, and these are my friends and people I care about. Thanks, Drunken. I seriously appreciate it. You see the people on the sign, and these are the people that have become, our extended family in many, many ways. So knowing they're there is always, it's good. So yeah, and yeah, people make fun of me. I am a sensitive person, believe it or not. Despite what you hear about me, I am pretty sensitive. But it was just this quick reversal of, in this moment of going, you know what? Like nobody else, none of this extraneous stupidity is important when the rubber hits the road at the end of the day. And we all go through our things, and we all have moments where we don't like people, but don't let them take that from you. You just don't, right? So I'm sitting here going, damn, it just added a massive amount of perspective for me to, and I don't know what's wrong. Like I'm also one of these people that likes to Google things, and
you should never, don't do that. Don't Google.
But knowing what I know, and what is happening right now, it worries me. It worries me. So she's on her way to get admitted, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, Drunken. No, we can get funny. We'll get funny here in a minute.
Well, I didn't know. Did you need one of my forced meditations on you? Like could.
That's why I played the cult intro, because we learned that. I didn't know. I really had no idea that you were capable of that. And maybe this is all one big mind fuck right now. And you have forced me, and you've hypnotized me somewhat for the last almost 3 years now into whatever.
What, submission? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know how to properly explain this. So yeah, but it's just one of those moments, and it happened moments before coming on this live, and I wasn't gonna not come on, right? Because there's one thing in particular I want to share. I shared to our network today a live from a person that I know it's surprised even people in our own crew, right? From Larissa. She does, Drunken. She makes me levitate. My head spins. And despite what people think or want to think or say, 2 years ago, I got into a little bit of a skirmish with Larissa and her camp, and it's kind of the catalyst to all the crap that you guys see today, because a lot of the same, almost all the same players, at least at the heart of it. And we, meaning me, Sarah, Larissa, Alan, patched that shit up almost 2 years ago now.
No, I don't think. No, I wouldn't say quite 2 years ago. I would say that the reality is, like, you look at the perspective of it, Rob, you look at like everything that happened, which we forget on social media that we're adults sometimes, right? You kind of get thrown back into this weird way of fighting. And I would say that as business owners, and being what we do so publicly, right, on social media and then in the physical public, the decision to be respectful to the events that we have been so blessed to participate in, I I think between the four of us, we made the decision to extend that respect to each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's where it ended. And that is normally where adults then move on.
Correct. Yeah.
For myself, there were lots of people. No, I shouldn't say lots. That's not correct. That's not correct at all. There were a few people that might not be somebody or somebody's that I would want to form a friendship with. Maybe I don't even like them, and maybe I don't even like them for no reason. I don't know. I don't really think about it. But I can walk through an event and, you know, you smile and you do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we, at that particular event, really, because that was the first time I had physically seen them since this all played out, very publicly, by the way. And they were quite lovely. There was that little awkward moment, but you got to get past that first, like, oh God, we haven't seen each other. And then, to be honest with you, the four of us all talked in front of everybody at the event. And it was quite lovely. There was nothing there. Nobody was shit talking. We just literally were like, hey, here's this situation. Hey, we didn't know. Hey, let's get this shit cleaned up. Thank you very much. And we moved on our way. That was it. That's the honest to God truth.
Yep. And since we all moved on, and I never heard shit else afterwards. I don't know if they did. There was clearly some other things that were old that were brought up, but you know, and more recently, you know, we chatted a couple times, Larissa and I, and because she's now being dragged in to stuff. There's people that just don't want peace out there. They just don't want peace. So that's why I shared it. I don't. Oh God, Drunken. It's fucking 2 years old, and there's plenty of shit out there.
You know what? Come join Patreon, Drunken.
Yeah, Patreon. You'll see it, or unless you're already there, Drunken. We don't know. There's a 2 hour and 20-minute video about all the recent bullshit. You know. But the truth is, because the way I see it, at least, is that because Larissa has chosen peace, she has become the target of these people that really, really fucking want to hurt us, me especially. But they've done some pretty heinous shit to you too. So it's sad. It's sad that that's the world that we're living in right now. So I was going to talk about it a little bit, and I made my comment on her live, and I purposely stayed away from, you know, even liking her and other people's posts and or commenting, because I don't want them to draw fire, right? But that's what's happening out there. People, you know, even there have been people that have commented on our lives that have been harassed, you know, and it's a sad state of affairs. So yeah, to receive that phone call just before coming on to talk about this, it added this level, this layer of clarity for me and some perspective, right? You and I have been of the opinion more recently, right, that fucking just let them talk. They go out there, the shit they say is so absurd, and this is not a lie. They've said that Sarah has forced meditation on people, basically to get them, I guess, into a hypnotic trance.
Don't know.
I wish we should record our private conversations, like when we're all talking, because they're fucking hilarious. They are funny.
Well, I think it was probably one of the funniest things. I don't go and watch the shows that these people put on, like kabuki theater. For me, it's grown tiresome. But it is really, yes, Danny, really.
Yeah.
You know, one of the comments that was brought to our attention is that that I get, you know, it's no secret, I practice Buddhism. I wear it on my arm. I do have my own whatever. I do share, you know, I like to share the things that have brought me peace in my life, but I don't certainly force it. But it was interesting to hear that apparently I force meditation on people to share their darkest secrets to use against them, even though they're apparently using secrets against us. Like it's like the weirdest, like it's like it's like if everybody could just stop and listen to actually what they're saying, and that's fine. I mean, it just, guys, big shock. People on social media, people do not have integrity. People do not, no one, there isn't a person on social media. You guys get shit sent to you and you share it. You screenshot it, you share it. You share it from your friends, you share it from your enemies, you share. That's what social media is. I don't know. I wished I understood how to force people to meditate, because I can barely force myself to meditate. So I didn't realize, and I didn't know what secrets did I get, because
I don't know.
I got nothing on them. I've got nothing on these people. The only thing I have is why I know somebody has left or has been asked to leave. That's the only thing I know, and that wasn't forced. I just don't understand. I don't understand that topic of it. Like, you're trying to use, I think this is the thing. You take a piece of something I do, and then you use it against me, right?
So moving forward, anyone that joins Get Haunted has to wear these.
Should we try, Stacy, would you come on sometime and we try a force? We literally had to look it up. We're like, forced meditate, and there is a term, right? There is, but it's about forcing yourself. You can't force, and I am not any kind of hypnosis expert. I don't.
Yeah, no, this is one of my favorite ones, aside from all the other things I did, like, you know, the extinction of the dinosaurs, COVID, smallpox, World War II. I started it all. It's all my fault, right? But yeah, so finally Sarah gets accused of something, right? So, and that is,
I've been accused of things, please.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, so now forced meditation so that we can take secrets and then blackmail them with them. That nobody got hit over the head with a Ouija board. No, not yet. It's coming. Don't give them ideas, drunken. And if I see this on one of their lives and I hear about it, I'm coming back to you. So yeah, you know, it's just so beyond absurd right now. But to the people on the side that have watched or purchased the feature length film that I put together, thank you, right? And there to all of those that have come and said, dude, oh my God, now it all makes sense. Thank you. Like, especially those that I didn't know. I hated doing that video. I hated it. It's just so friggin' stupid. But I think it was important to be shared. So that's out there still. I probably won't leave it up forever just because I don't know. We're trying to get back to work. We've got a couple of events coming out this week. So, you know, if you're a Patreon member, you know about one of them already. We share events to our Patreon subscribers first so that they get first crack at tickets, and then we put them out, or we'll put them live here on Facebook. Yeah. So that was a fun discovery last night. So yeah, we had that, and then, you know, Larissa did a live this morning for her own reasons. That's not for me to talk about, but she did a live, and I thought it was very insightful, powerful, impactful, whatever the right word is there, because it's true. It's just like, man, like, everybody needs to stop, take stock in things, take some ownership. You know, Dale Quigley last night did a live about accountability, you know, and him taking accountability for his actions or inactions. And that dude's a solid guy. I love Dale. And there he was, you know, talking to his friends like we're doing now. And it's very was proud of him. He's just such a nice guy.
Well, it's
Yeah.
weird what you can do when you actually focus on yourself.
Yeah, when you own something, when you
Well,
put
it's not, but you
effort
don't have to.
in.
You don't have to own it publicly either. Like if you actually
No.
just spent some time on yourself, like we're so, and I get that's what social media is, and that's what the exposés are for. You know,
Yeah.
it's all about exposing, but it's like, you know, okay, great, and we know you don't do. We know too personally that don't do a lot of work on it, and I think that, you know, I don't know. Is it because we need a distraction from our own stuff?
I'm sorry, I just got hypnotized. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I like to wear a thong.
Is it, this is like my,
Yeah, I think that's it. Yes, Sarah, I wear thong underwear, shiny. I just told everybody my deepest, darkest secret.
That's your deepest, darkest secret. Before we go any further, I do want to say, Brandy Sampson, happy birthday today. Everybody wish Brandy a big old birthday.
She's 57 today.
She looks really good for 50. She's beautiful. She's absolutely stunning. Yeah, you know, I think this is so weird that we've all, like, everybody thinks we got to be, we're a community, folks, and we're in something. Paranormal belongs to you. It belongs, like, your experiences, what you believe, how you came to your beliefs, your daily life, your culture, your religion. They all belong to you. There isn't any single person that should tell you how you should do it. We here at Get Haunted, we're not about giving you one way. We're here to hear all your ways. How do you paranormal? Why do you paranormal the way you do? That's really what Get Haunted Space is all about. I have zero issue with how people do their paranormal. I don't really, that doesn't affect my experiences. I love to hear about it because it's certainly opened my mind. But I don't know, Rob, this whole exercise in 2 years, hey Candy, has been one of the most interesting. And I don't think, I kind of want people to stop cutting down the field of paranormal. It's not paranormal, folks. It's social media. Yeah. Every hobby, interest that we have out in this world has actual issues in it. Even the knitting club. You know, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter what you're in. If there's people in it, there's always a difference of opinions, and there's always jealousy and ego and he said, she said. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's social media. It's not paranormal. Paranormal has been, the community has been amazing. Yeah. And
that's the part. That's the part that's easy to lose sight of when you're constantly. Yeah, Aristocrat knows. I've seen
right?
I've seen those ladies just crush him in the knitting forums. And you know who brings up a good point here, right? And it's sad because you and I struggle with the balance of what do we talk about, right? So it's sort of a catch-22. If we don't talk about it, it just sits out there. If we don't, yeah, it's exactly what it's like, you know. I don't know if I'm a blood, a crip. I don't know what I am. I might be my own thing. We're a whole new gang, but you know, so we just don't know. Like, do we share? And then if we don't share, you guys hear shit, you know, extraneously. Maybe your special story because you don't really do the social media. It's like, what do you address? What do you don't address? And it's a lot different when you're a business versus just, you know, an individual just in this as a hobby who also they get the shit kicked out of them too. Yeah, Denise. No. All right. Well, can you send one? Hey, Leanne. So yeah, it's just this weird, stupid balance, right? And that's why for those watching that are like, why'd you do a pay-per-view? It's exactly why. There were a couple reasons, but number one is we didn't want to toss it into the paranormal community teapot for that, you know, for these piranhas to come chewing on, right? It was truly meant for, and it's truly meant for people that really care about the full story. And guess what? As far as I know, none of the people who jumped on that bandwagon have watched the video. They might have one. I'm not quite sure. I didn't
there's one
because I don't care. But it wasn't to fuel the fire. It was truly to tell my side of the story, especially for location owners or business associates that are out there that may be like, all right, what the fuck? They get it for free. Just so everybody knows. You took I took with my girlfriend in my 20s. What is psilocybin? I don't even know what that is. And it sounds like it might be.
Is it acid?
We're gonna have to Google it. So that's where that's at. So yeah, folks, weird morning, to get that phone calls sucked, but it sometimes sadder to keep receipt. You do, right? And I think what's even sadder, that's shrooms. Thank you, Stacy. He knows everything.
Dudes like mushrooms.
Yeah, like one of them in particular, everybody knows it's shrooms. I didn't know that. Lives her life literally recording every fucking phone call she has. And I'm like, are you living at that point? Like, and what are you talking about that you need to record every single phone call you take? Like, are you in the witness protection pro? Like, I don't understand what is wrong with these people. But anyway, enough of that. Just take stock in it, man. If you haven't talked to your mom in a while, give her a call today. Seriously. Because you might not be able to tomorrow. I'm not saying that about my mom, and I hope she's not watching on her way to the hospital.
she's like, can somebody turn on Wednesday?
But it just was. It was a big like, whoa moment. Go ahead, Sarah Jane.
Keep my text. I don't say anything. No, Denise, you don't.
No, she don't.
Denise will tell you. One of the reasons why I have truly been so appreciative of our friendship with Denise and Ernie and Leanne and Todd, but Denise in particular, I was really excited because somebody asked, would I be willing to come on a show and talk about women in the paranormal?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been just chomping at the bit to have the actual real conversation, not women on television, because that's not the paranormal, that's television. I'm talking about women in the paranormal. And let me tell you something, Denise, Leanne, so blessed to have these women in my orbit, in my life. And Denise in particular, she doesn't mince words. She'll let you know when you're being an asshole. And I think there's a difference between a strong woman being able to say, hey girl, let me help you straighten that crown out. You're being a dick, right? There's a difference between that versus, let me take this screenshot, let me share it out to the world, twist the narrative and make you look like a bigger asshole than, nobody's really willing to help each other out. That's not correct. That's stupid. That's like catastrophe words. There are plenty of women that are looking to do that, but Denise and Leanne, they're really, truly, they're there, they're there. Stacy, don't start. Okay.
Don't even start. Everything that ever comes up is this show. Like this might be this and our Monday night shows are like the most watched shit on the internet, like down to what clothing we wear, what jewelry we wear, you name it. Like it is scrutinized to a level, folks, that you just wouldn't believe. Like it's crazy. But hey, I don't know. We're fascinating, I guess. Yeah, Stacey, we're not putting Stacy's comment up there. We're just not. Yeah. No, I hear you, and I love that you have those people. And look, my boys Ernie and Todd and Stacy on the side, and all the dudes I talk to are the same way.
The boys, you see how he had to do that, ladies? He's like, oh wait, no.
Well, look, you skipped over them, so I need to show some love to my bros.
No, I know. And I think my point just being that for me, I think I was sort of replying to this, to Kaylee's, I saw Kaylee's comment here, and I don't think that's true. Social media has taken how we connect with each other and just gone like disconnected it and said, there you go. You can have as many people in your life as you want. You can be whatever the fuck you want. And that's great. That's great. However, I think when we see those people in the community who love you for your faults, love you for your comebacks, right? And you help each other try to grow. Here's my foreseeing my magic on you.
Yeah, here we go. If you're hypnotized, type 1. Just type it in. I'll break the spell.
But there's so many, right? There's so many people out there that you cheerlead for, and I think when you yourself have put work in, right? When you yourself have put work into something that you believe in, and then you see somebody else doing it, even if you're not friends with that person, you respect the work, right? You respect the effort and the energy because you know what it took for yourself to do that same thing. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where, and I know there are people, look, here's the reality. I'll just be honest right now. Here's the reality. There are a couple people that have had some pretty horrible things to say about me. That's okay. You're not the first. And they've created memes. That might be the first. I don't know that I've ever been meme famous before. And I'm privately, I have probably said like why I don't like you. And that's okay. You don't like me. Yeah. I don't have to like you. But in the end, what I'm really witnessing, it's everybody here on the side helping each other. It's so cool. It's so cool to watch the community grow and build and cheerlead each other. Well, it's okay. I mean, it is like the schoolyard, right? You've got the people in the corner over there all, and then you've got other people going, yeah, fuck this. I got to go play. I got an hour on the playground. I'm playing. So I don't know. I don't know, folks. Like, you know what? Your moment on social media and paranormal is short-lived. Enjoy it while you got it.
Yeah.
The best of it.
No, agreed. And, Bulger's kind of agreeing with Kaylee and I agree. Look, if looking backwards, right? Yeah, there were some red flags that I either missed or ignored with some of those people, but there are people that are tight and in our circle that I trust with everything. So yeah, I get why, but I don't think it's 100% accurate. You should be careful about who you trust, and you should be cautious about, trust me, the things you say to people that you don't 1000% trust, even privately. But you come to a point, it's like people are oh, there's no cat. No, the cat fights, man. There's been cat fights, cock fights.
Oh, God. That's been for 2 years, Drunken.
Yeah, that's been going on, Drunken. So maybe you're not one of them. And I challenge 99.8% of the people out there, right, to just hand me your phone one day, like unannounced. Let me look through your phone and go through your conversations, right? These same people that are crying about 2-year-old conversations that were private between two people admit to having similar conversations about me. It's okay for them, but never for us. It's just so stupid. So it's all so stupid. So you can keep doing what you're doing and trying to hurt the community and trying to hurt me. It's dumb, and you look dumb. And there's an entire what? Go ahead, finish your.
No.
Finish. What?
No, I think there are so many more adults. We see it every day, right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there are. We see them, and it's exactly why these exist. Look, if you're a dumbass, I'll send this to you for free. Yeah, because we don't We don't need more dumbasses on the planet. There's
Oh,
plenty.
wait, what? No.
What? What? Hold
Oh,
on. Denise won't let me look at her phone. Oh, she does trust me, but she doesn't want me to send the nudes. That's fine. We won't send them. So anyway.
no, I don't think she wants you sending your nudes from her account.
Oh, too late. Anyway, so yeah, so it's just a weird ass morning, right? Weird ass morning, and I made sure that Larissa was okay with me sharing her live, and the fact that it shocked many people, right? Because I didn't go out and talk about it in her or any of that shit in a long time. Neither of you thought it was dead, and it is dead, but she's tired of the shit too. So anyway, that's where we're at. So
I think the point, I think, to her live, I think really was to say from her own mouth that she does not have a problem with you or get hunted, or Mike or April. I think that those were her words. I think it's nice when you yourself can have your own voice to say, like, look, here's the deal. I don't know what's being said out, and I don't know look, I'm not on the in crowd. Okay. I'm just not.
You are.
I am. I do my thing. I do my thing. I have so much fun being able to. I have been so blessed, even just this week alone. It's only Wednesday, and I've gotten to sit on a couple of meetings that I was so blessed to be a part of. And gosh, for so many years, to not be able, like, to have this moment to be creative with people and watch everybody come together and maneuver to figure out, like, okay, how can we make this work and how can we make this really cool? Oh my God, just, it's been so amazing. So I will tell you, I'm admittedly I'm not the popular girl. Once again, it's fine. Never have been. Don't care.
Everybody loves you.
No, that's my magic that I do. Yeah,
but I wonder if you're hypnotized.
But I definitely, I think, and it's okay. I just have been it's just been so exciting, because we're gonna be able to announce again. It's gonna go on Patreon first. Oh my God, I can't even wait for some of these events that are coming out.
You make me want to talk about it. But Drunken, if you want to know, you could read my worldwide best-selling book, How to Haunt Your Haters. It's 100 and
are there coloring pages on there?
There's no coloring pages in there. I should have put a section in where you can color 240 pages of absolute wisdom on how to haunt your haters. Are
you going to do a signing? Are you going to do
all of my reviews are on the back? There's a lot. You want me to read one? It's a bewitching blend of wit and wisdom. Robert Stackwitz turns ghost stories into ghost strategies and shows we all have a little phantom in us waiting to shine. That's from Spectral Strategies Weekly. Here's one from the Ethereal Enlightener. In a world of supernatural snubs, Robert Stackwitz offers a refreshing take. His hilarious anecdotes and spirited advice make this book a must-read for anyone dying to make an impact. I mean, this is worldwide #1, folks. Like, it's flying off the shelves.
I feel like we need to have a Around the Fire with Drunken Donuts. You might want to actually, I don't even know if mushrooms can make this story any more absurd than it is.
Oh my God. What if we did mushrooms and told the entire story? Drunken, you might end up in a cult. I don't know. So yes, but no, this was an amazing gift. There's only 2 of these in existence in the world, on the planet.
Is this a gag?
Yes, it's a gag.
Real book. It's a real book, though.
But listen, I've been giving it a read, and it's pretty friggin' amazing. So my buddy Mike, this was a Christmas gift that Mike had made. And it's written by AI, but he had to input a lot, and the chapters in this book are ridiculously accurate and scary. And what AI comes up with is like almost
Mhm.
on the money. But we got two of these as a Christmas gift, and it's one of the coolest and kindest and most thoughtful gifts I've ever received. And thank you, Mike, if you're here and watching, which I don't know if he is.
I feel like should I maybe try I almost want to write a book. I write books on freaking on Facebook. Everybody, I write too long of posts, but it almost makes you want to write a book about my forced meditation methods.
You should do it. Why not? They've written books.
Everybody's doing it.
Oh, I have a brilliant idea for a coffee table book. I'll talk to you about after.
Okay.
It'll be fun. What's up,
Mike?
So we got that. And if you buy Sarah's book, we'll throw in a sticker, one of these stickers about, sharing screenshots. We got a bunch of these. We got one free with every order. So yeah, folks, look, life's too short. Sometimes you get the wake up calls. Sometimes you get the calls that make a difference. Denise has been writing. She's 11.
I know she went back into it. I'm super excited for.
I didn't even know this.
Denise. Yeah. Wait, I knew something you didn't know.
I think so. Forced sound like constipation. Yeah. Right. So look, a lot of fun stuff coming. We've got some really, really cool events coming. Denise and Ernie spilled the beans on their show about our upcoming trifecta. That I don't know if they said that, but we're doing an event down at Fort Duffield. That's coming out in the next few days.
Drunken, I feel like you're softening up a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like
it's your hypnosis. I'm telling you, you've lured Drunken in.
Because Ernie has a big.
But it is making me want to go to Dunkin' and get a chocolate.
Listen, Metro Detroit does not you guys need to stop talking about Dunkin' because I can't go to one around here. I have to drive towards Ann Arbor to even get to a Dunkin' Donuts. So I have to drive a good 30, 35 minutes.
That's what happens when you live in a shitty state. It's so bad there, even Dunkin' Donuts won't move in.
Yeah, they're like, we're out.
Yeah, no thanks. So we're gonna but we'll be announcing that in the next day or two. There's just some finagling of the schedule. It's gonna be badass. And talk about a all-star lineup and us, right? There's some cool people. There's some cool people at this.
Wait, are you don't talk. Are you talking about the event?
Yeah, I'm not saying what it is or what we're doing.
Yeah, it's because if you start, then I'm going to start, and I'm not going to be able to stop.
All right, then stop. We'll move on. Red Yeti, I did get to visit and eat there. Yeah, Canadian Dunkin', Tim Hortons.
It's Canadian. Yeah, we do. Oh,
yeah. Well, so when I was they were when I was in Toronto on business, they were like, oh, hey, we're gonna get you some Tim Hortons, eh? And I'm like, okay. So the friggin' line for days, right? And it was.
First of all, I will challenge anybody. A Timbit versus a Munchkin. Munchkin wins every time. Timbits are blech.
What the hell's a Timbit?
They're their version of the Munchkin.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
and you get a Munchkin jelly filled. That's. I'll tell you all my secrets. You give me a box of jelly filled Munchkins. I'll tell all my secrets.
Alexa, order. Hold on, they're begging us to spill.
Oh, well, listen, why don't we spill this one? Why don't we do?
All right. I just got to find the actual freaking banner. So give me a second.
Ooh, Munchkin. There's a Munchkin Boston cream, Thomas. Oh my God. Okay, I would do that one as well. I would. And because I don't like everything for me has to be bite-sized.
Okay. Let's just.
Are we spelling? Are we spelling?
We're spelling. I'm pulling it up.
We need to spell because this is so freaking cool.
All right, everybody, calm yourselves down. I'm trying to find the damn picture. Here it is.
It is what she said.
Shut up, Denise. Stop.
Oh, so excited about this. Look at this.
We're spilled, right? It's up there.
Yeah, we spilling. Check this shit out.
So if you don't know or don't remember, last year we did the trifecta out in New York at the Chalet Hotel with Ronnie LeBlanc. And the concept was, and we're not claiming we made this concept up, so everybody chill out. Not you guys, anybody that watches and gets upset. We bring together all the disciplines of, or not all, but several of the disciplines within the paranormal, which are, you know, the cryptids, the ghosts, and the UFOs, right? So what we did last year was we brought everybody in. One night we did, the first night we did a Skywatch with CE5 experience, along with some kind of like mild investigating at the Shanley. And then the next day we went out and did a Squatch walk with Ronnie, and you know, we ended up in the woods where we weren't supposed to be. And we learned a lot of shit, right? We got a knock response. It was really cool. And then that night we did, you know, we attempted to do the more hardcore ghost hunt, but what it turned into was a giant round table of paranormal enthusiasts just sharing thoughts and ideas and how to, you know, how do these things connect? And, you know, and when you see the graphic bigger and higher quality, it's really cool. And there's a shadow person in there, Bigfoot, and you know, we're looking into the eye. Anyway, it was one of the greatest events we've ever done, and people loved it. Fast forward now months and months, you know, having spent time with Denise, Ernie, Squatchman, Todd, Leanne, and the experiences I had down there in Kentucky, and also the experiences we shared in ISS, which honest to God just didn't really compare to.
And Billy Creek.
And Billy Creek, that's right. We're like, this is it, right? It's, you know, for whatever the weird friggin' connection that Squatchman, Denise, Ernie, Todd, and Leanne still have.
Don't ask us. Don't ask us, drunken.
We don't know. Believe me, trust me. With Sasquatch, Bigfoot, whatever your term for it, it's uncanny. It's actually odd. Then we have Christopher Lee Jansen. He's going to be doing he's going to be part of the CE5 exercise that we're going to do, because the top of the hill at Fort Duffield is beautiful, wide open, you know, sky. Plus he's going to do readings for people, a gallery. There's a lot that we have to kind of maneuver into place. Now, right, the date will come next that you're not getting today. Then there's options here. You can come and do the fort with us, right? And then of course there'll be the campfire, and Denise, correct me if I'm wrong, the campfire, right? Which that alone, just hanging out and everybody talking and telling stories, that's kind of seemed to be, that's when Bigfoot decided to show up. But you can come and do that night, right? Which will include all of those things, those three disciplines at some point. But then you can, if you want, you can do an add-on and come stay at the Ditto House, which is haunted as it's haunted, man. Like, I stayed there for a couple days, and it's the weirdest shit ever happened. I believe it's called the most haunted house in Kentucky. I could be wrong. Yeah, he does, Denise. So you can come stay with us over at the Ditto House. And then the following day is also, we're going to call it Picnic with the Packs, right? We're going to offer a picnic. Like, here's what I'll tell you. I don't care if you don't do any of the paranormal shit. You come and hang out with Denise, Ernie, Todd, Leanne, and everybody. And it is one of the most, it's hilarious. It's fun.
We don't know that he has that, by the way.
I don't know. And there's just one, right? Like Ernie's stories and Todd getting in, and then Denise and Leah going. It's just, you will friggin' laugh your ass off. Yeah, I slept in the murder room. Let's who we have to be careful with terminology here.
Yeah,
but I
that will
did
be
sleep
close.
in the murder room, the so-called murder room at the Ditto House. So we're off in that. So you can do a Grand Slam. I'm calling it the Grand Slam right now. Sarah thinks that's funny as shit.
I don't know. It's just so, I don't know what about you calling it that. It's just a funny term. But I want to point something out about this picture. Number one, awesome work, Mr. Sakowitz. I always love your banner making ability. But what I want to point out is, do you see all the people on there? Like, ideas are born, right? And this is something that I was working on with something else, but and you're going to see these words. So just so you know, this brings to mind because I am working on a post right now for another big event that we're working with. But these ideas are born, and we bring them to the table, and you start working with the community. And if it weren't for each and every person in that picture, and then all of our crew, none of these beautiful ideas would come to life like the way they do. So it does take, we want, I think what I love so much about doing these, Rob, is that, it's bringing in all the wonderful people we have met in the community and bringing them together to add their pieces. And it just makes these events pop, right? And again, Squatchman, just to be able to hang out with Mr. Yost. He is such a gentle soul.
Talk about just hilarious, man. Like that dude alone. Like this crew right here is amazing. And it was hard to get the scale right because you do have a tiny little peanut head, Sarah. So when I made myself a little bit more to scale, you looked like a munchkin. And it could just be the perspective. And I also look like I'm either in pain or shitting my pants in the photo, but it was the best I could do. Right? It just worked well. Everyone else looks happy, and then getting Squatchman to his appropriate dimensions, which I don't even think I did him. He's a giant human.
I was gonna say he needs to be about 2 feet taller than us, I think.
I know, but then he was getting all up in the logos and shit. So yeah, looking at this made me smile. It made me happy because there's an abundance of talent there, an abundance of just beautiful human beings and kind souls. And when I tell you, even if zero happens, there's no, let's say no Bigfoot takes his vacation with Tom Bolger and the UFOs are busy, invading New Jersey and the ghosts are like, not tonight. You will have one of the most amazing times just hanging with all of these people.
Well, this is the epitome, right? This right here is the epitome of our saying. We can't promise you that paranormal experience, but this right here is an experience inside of paranormal. This is the SQs, they do massive events at the Bell Witch Cave. You have the Packs who if you don't know the Packs, well, I don't know where you've been, but you got the Packs who Ditto House, Fort Duffield, big proponents of helping save Waverly Hills. These people have poured their heart and soul into the paranormal. They fight fiercely for what they believe in. And they stand very steadfast with their friends and family. Christopher Lee Jensen, I just had the pleasure of meeting for the first time at ISSCon back in, I think that was July. I feel like that was July. And got to sit with him. And let me tell you something, what a sweet man, and very talented at what he does. And let me tell you something, I've sat through readings, tarot cards, readings, other things. You sit with Mr. Christopher Lee Jensen. Let me tell you something, that man he watches, like he does this thing, Rob, he'll have like his cards, and I don't have anything smaller.
I know. I was not afforded the opportunity, but I heard all about it.
Yeah,
so
he'll sit there.
Everybody else.
He's sitting here with his cards, right? And he's looking at you. And he turns his head and he looks at your eyes. He's looking at you. It's like, dude, you're really making me uncomfortable because you are literally
your soul.
And the way he presents his information. So to be able to open up CE5 with Christopher doing singing bowls, I find that to be just so amazing to learn another aspect of him. And then for him to share his talent and doing readings with you. And then, of course, Mr. Greg Yost, again, to be able to hear his story of his connection with, he does refer to them as forest people. To hear his story, to watch his interaction, to watch his body language. Again, we focus on this weird need to like recreate other people's shit that you've seen on TV. But when you get around these folks, I will just tell you personally from my experience, they set the stage for you to become so comfortable to have your own experience that all that apprehension or that need to replicate and copy sort of melts away, because they're so open about themselves and what they share that you kind of, you want to like go, okay, yeah, no, I feel this is good. This is really good.
Yeah. And look, I'll say this too, right? Most of the time when I travel, right, I'm ready to go home. Like when the event's over, I'm like, all right, I just want to get home. Like it was hard to leave those guys, and if you've never experienced the Bigfoot thing, and if it happens to happen that night the way it was, and there's a big part of me that's like, something's gonna happen. like 19 of us stood there just jaw to the floor. Like it was so it was life-changing, right? So we had that, and then you're with some of the best people literally on the planet, and you're just like, I don't want to go home. And even the dog Red, who like just stares at me while he poops.
Doesn't everybody?
No. It was just a good time. So yeah, and guess what? This is going to be very affordable for all that you get. So we all worked hard to sort of build out an itinerary that was next to none. There's nothing else like it, right?
Yeah.
Make it affordable so that people can come and do it. We know it, there are people that want to travel a long distance to do this. It's going to be badass. And to make it very, very family style. So yeah, like I said, man, like it's just going to be cool. It's going to be cool. So
yeah, I think you got such a great mix, Rob, of different people, plus the people we know who will also be attending, because they're going to want to be a part of it. This particular event to me, I didn't get to go to the first trifecta. And I know that it was such a unique experience. And I do hope that this particular event moves around the country, because everybody has their piece in that, what might not always be Bigfoot, what cryptid is popular in your neck of the woods, and the UFO experiences and the ghost, but the conversations seem to be so large and expansive, and I think we've been really lucky to always find those right people, the right mix to really get it going.
Yep.
Proud of that
And
work.
they're it. Like this was it, right? Everything happens for a reason. Everybody comes into your life for a reason. Every event is predetermined. Every loss is predetermined. I truly believe this, right? So, finding these folks and finding Kaylee, if you don't, you will regret it. This is like, and it's and look, the Ditto House, right? And it's the fucking river. What is that river? Is that the Indiana River, Mississippi? I don't know what river that is. There's a river behind. It's
Indiana.
Huh?
Did you say Indiana River?
Is there an Indiana River? I don't know. Look, man, I didn't say I'm a geographist, but Ohio. I knew it was a state. I knew
Indiana.
But Indiana's on the other side of the river. Yeah, Bulger. We'll talk. So you're in the backyard, which is beautiful, looking across a beautiful river, and there's Indiana, and the Salt River connects. So I learned all about this down there. And then there's Poontang Perch over there. There's and that's just like a little sandbar. And the Ditto House is it's like it's very, very welcoming. Yes, like the Gulf of America. Exactly. Just telling. We talked about that last night, I think. It's very welcoming, but here's what I'll say, right? Because I don't want to give too many people too much front loading. But I'm standing there, and their foyer and the entranceway, and there's stairs that go up to the second floor. And I swear to God, I saw like a small pair of legs just walking across the landing on the second floor. And I'm like, we got crazy good EVPs. We got a preemptive peanut butter down there. But in my room, the room I slept in, it's not my room, but the room I slept in, the murder room, Denise, oh, that's right. Poontang Points. It's across the Salt River. The Perch is closer to the house. But literally, like, things would move in my bedroom while I was sleeping, and I'm just like, what the hell is happening? And they weren't just moving. Like, it wasn't like this, right? I didn't witness it, but it wasn't like it moved an inch. Things were moved like 4 feet. Like, it literally unplugged my hearing aid charger and moved my charger to the end of the bed. Later that next morning, because I was annoyed, I went back upstairs because I couldn't hear shit.
Drunken, stop trying to bait us into.
I know, Drunken. I'm like, look, guys. I'm like, can you just? I need to be able to hear. Just don't mess with these. And when I came back up after a couple hours, these were charging. My phone cord, which was on the floor, was rolled up nicely and placed on the bed. And I'm like, wow. So it's just, dude, like, this probably will be, and no offense to any other location or anybody else that I've ever investigated with, this is going to be probably the most like fun event, 2 days, so you can come investigate Fort Duffield, come back, check out the Ditto House, then have a picnic, and then get the hell out of there because Denise has shit to do. She'll tell you when to leave.
She will. She'll be like, and you're done.
Yeah, it's going to be so cool. So get ready. You'll see that in the next day or two. Patreon members will see it first. You'll get first crack at it. Fort Duffield, there's plenty of space. We can get a lot of people in there. Ditto House is limited, right? It's a house, so there's only a few available tickets for coming back and staying with us. Yeah, you can, or you can eat a hot dog there too. It doesn't matter.
They don't discriminate.
No. Stacy said we can't put it out.
We'll tell you.
You'll see it tonight. You'll see it. I'll be putting it out tonight. Right? So there we are. We're an hour and 6 minutes afterwards.
Hey, remember when you're like, I'm gonna go live and I couldn't because I haven't had my shower, and you're like, I'm just gonna go on for like 20 minutes.
That's what I said. I'll like 20 minutes. I'll say hi to everybody, share what I need to share. Yeah, if Stacy shows up, we can do
Yeah.
yeah. Look, man. Yes, we know. Everybody calm down. Any old murals where yes, it happens a lot. Happens a lot in there. There's old murals, eyes move. And yeah, Stacy, your expertise there would be.
Oh, if you get listen, and this is what I love, like this right here, like, you know, the amount of diversity that we have really worked to put together for everybody. You know, that's really truly the important part. And to see everybody who gravitates to these, it is so much fun to witness and to watch these things grow. And you know, you help everybody helps each other. Off topic, have you heard from Dee Dee? I don't know. No, I have not.
Yeah.
But I have not heard from her for a while. So I don't, is there something happening in California? Like
yeah. LA is like burning to the ground. Yeah, Southern California is on fire. Yeah, big time.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have not heard. Dee Dee is, I believe, off doing her thing.
Sarah doesn't look at the news.
No.
She doesn't, and I'm sure I'll get blamed for the fires too. That'll happen. So get ready.
No, I really don't watch the news, but I really I've been so like I'm not quite sure people understand the amount of work that goes into some of these events, and I've had amazing opportunities offered to help on some bigger projects, and it's truly where I have been spending my time, and you know, getting our things together, and new websites and new event ideas and new merch ideas and all that kind of fun stuff.
We're about a week and a half, 2 weeks behind on pretty much everything. We're trying to get caught up. So now that Sarah has water,
can get a shower.
We can maybe get some stuff done. But I've been, you know, I owe Denise and Ernie their videos still. There's so much shit I have to get done, some orders that I clearly need to fix. Yes, you know, more dastardly deeds to plan and countries to take. There's all kinds of shit going on.
I need to work on my forced meditations, I guess.
You do.
Yeah.
We might offer that at the trifecta. We're gonna do some forced meditation.
Would you guys like that as an event? Would you like to come to Sarah's forced meditations where we share more than just secrets? Like, I don't even. I wish.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a slacker lately. I'm a mess. Yeah, we have a bunch, Thomas. There's a lot coming. The big one, the bigger announcement, even bigger than all this, is coming soon, right? This is a project that will span months, and you all you weirdos can be a part of it too.
Oh, well, first of all, yeah, like
no, stop.
No, I'm not going to talk about that. But what I will say is this: what I'm super, super excited. I forgot about that, Stacy. But we'll add that to the forced meditation because, you know, what I'm super excited about is you're going to notice that we have cut down on number of events. And that is because we want to make sure each event that we bring to you is a robust experience. And we've got some, you know, the projects that we've actually been talking about for such a long time, right?
Yep.
We're so excited to release to the community because this project can't work without all of you. That's what this is all about. This is what we have really truly, like, this opens the door for so many different people, and it is not going to be a one and done. This is something that we will continue on. And for those that really want to dig in, dig in and try some things and, you know, add their expertise and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, you know, are you in California by chance, Drunken?
There's a weird Burt Reynolds connection happening right now. I'm not going to talk about it. It's not my place to talk. That is weird though. Yeah, and this the bigger project here doesn't exclude people, parts of it, right? There's parts of it that are proximity based, but parts of it that are, it doesn't matter where. And there's parts of it that will happen internationally as well. We'll talk about it when it's time.
Yeah. And you're written all over this one.
Who?
Like
you broke
D
up.
Who.
Oh, D Who, yeah.
Yeah. Like I want to see her really you know, get involved in this one. So there are things here, and you're going to also see some massive Paracon announcements. You might see some things out there right now. We are a go for the Maine Paranormal and Horror Convention. That is September 6th and 7th in Augustus, Maine. So you can get your tickets. There are pre-sales that give you some money off. So go check the Maine Paracon. That one is the mainparahorror.com. So go check that out. Stop. And so there are tickets for single day, weekend, VIP, and VIP with party. Those prices do go up at the door. So do yourself a favor and go ahead and order them right now online. And you can see post up on Get Haunted, Paranormally Blonde, and the network page. Also, of course, October 4th is the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo 2025. And let me tell you something, folks. This has been such a fun project so far. And we're just starting. We're just starting, folks.
We just scratched the surface.
We just scratched the surface. So let me tell you something. This particular expo is changing the way you Paracon. And this is for vendors and for guests, which you are not just guests, you are the community. So come on in and let's be community together. So the Rock Island, Illinois, that's coming October 4th. Keep your eyes open. There's some big announcements coming there, people. Big announcement. And so diverse, like already so crazily diverse, Rob. Like this is not going to be a walk through the Paracon and go, what crystal am I buying? You're going to probably pick up a crystal, do it. Oh, but you're going to be able to fill that paranormal and spiritual toolbox right up with some of the best people that are out there doing their shit daily, folks, doing their shit daily. So check that out. And then, yeah, we're going to be putting out, we're starting our year, coming up in February with our first event, and it's already something new and unique, folks, a new and unique event. And we're going to be putting that out to the general public here in the next couple days. It is already there on Patreon. So if you are a Patreon member, you already know what that is. So super excited about that. Yes, the packs are going to be at Rock Island, and folks, they're heading up the cryptid section of this Paracon. So let me just tell you that doesn't tell you a little something. There's going to be speakers and workshops and panels and all sorts of some really cool interactive things coming. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah, and Drunken, I don't know if you're saying you're in New York, but we do have we have events in New York. I would like to meet Drunken one day. I'm very curious. And earlier Drunken said we, which I thought was interesting. Don't delete that, Drunken. I already screenshotted it. Now listen. Yeah. There's good shit coming, people. Exciting things. We're just 6-7 days behind. We're scrambling to get caught up now that Sarah can be
why are we acting like my water heater put us back 6 or 7 days? I busted my tail end yesterday. I got so much shit done yesterday.
Wait, so all the shit you say on this show, you go with tail end?
I know.
And Hoot's trying to bribe us with Round Rock donuts, which I don't know what they are. But I will eat any donut you throw my way.
I believe Danger talks about them.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, you know D Hoot. I don't have to tell you. You know I've got ties there.
Yep. Okay. And then we also, just so everybody knows, right? Just keep an eye out for. We can say this part. We've taken an event and blended in a photography session where you
Mhm.
know you're kind of the you're kind of the subject. She got shit done with a steak. Yes, yes, she did. She did. I'll ask Danger Hoot. I do actually have to give him a call here shortly because I forgot I owe him money.
Oh, don't owe Danger money.
I know. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, let me call him and or tell him I'm going to pay him. Yeah, he did some work on the website, and I was confused about the price tag.
Oh, I don't know.
So my math,
That's on you.
My math was off. And he reminded me.
You were probably so busy being forcefully meditated.
I was lost, but that's it, folks. Thank you all. I mean, there's a lot of viewers today. Thank you all. Whoever identified yourself, thank you for watching. If you're not identifying yourself, thank you for watching. I mean what I said. Like, look, and just focus on the people that actually matter. You know, because you never know when those scary phone calls are going to come, and you never know, you know, what your next day may or may not look like. So don't be distracted by all the flack. It's kind of dumb. But go buy my video and watch it because it's really good. If you got 2.5 hours to kill and a few extra brain cells that you don't need anymore, you can hear this incredible soap opera play out. But that's where we're at. Happy birthday again to Brandy Sampson. Happy birthday to whoever else has
Rachel's is coming up. Rachel Bradley's is coming up.
Rachel.
Yeah, for all those people that are Capricorns. We do come to New York.
I don't know where you're at in New York. Are you upstate or are you like mid-state? What are you? Drunken?
Western? Where are you? Western?
I knew they were East Coast because Dunkin' Donuts is a very East Coasty.
It's a very East Coasty thing, yeah.
And a very Northeasty thing. They're like when you put in Dunkin' Donuts in a map, like a Google map around here, there's like 70 of them. I don't know how there's not like Dunkin' wars happening. Capricorns don't rule. Libras rule.
Ugh.
Libra is the best sign. Yeah, the mic drop, you know, it's kind of dropped. At this point, it's just rolling around on the floor.
People are kicking it.
Yeah, people just kicking it to each other. So yeah, Drunken. We do have a New York event coming in just a few months. So
we have a couple, and yeah, once we know, I mean, if you can tell us kind of where you're at.
Yeah, they don't want to say it. We'll put it out there. You can decide. And if you show up, you better own it. I'll make you a shirt, a special Drunken shirt.
Oh, I hope he wears Cindy. Right, Danny? Cancer is the best sign. I hope he wears a Drunken. Well, I shouldn't say they. I hope they. I don't know. Is it a guy? Is it a girl? I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know.
All right.
I feel like guy humor.
I'm so hungry. What?
Yeah. I feel like he's got guy humor.
He does, or they do.
They've got masculine humor, which I did.
Your humor is very masculine.
It's very masculine. Yeah, everybody's now fighting about their signs.
Yeah, that's it. It's sign wars.
There's the real fight.
Yeah, let's start a support group.
All right. Well, I'm going to get back to work. You're going to get something to eat. We're going to all send big giant prayers to Paulette. So send her some serious love, please.
Any positive vibes from my mom would be super, super helpful. I would kill for a bowl of Count Chocula right now. It just sounds so good. Danny, do we still have that soup? All right. Hey, FaceTime me so I can watch.
He needs to stare at him. Does he need a scooping partner?
That dog went right in the middle of the yard, and then he had to go, and he just turned, and we locked eyes the entire time.
They are a little bit icy, right? You can kind of tell the difference sometimes between
apparently not. It depends where we're at. If we're in a chat, no.
Yeah. I don't know. There's your packaged soup.
No, that requires boiling water. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
No, thank you.
yeah. Seriously,
No,
I
thank you.
can't even with you.
I'll be door dashing soup. Oh,
You're
you're in
gonna DoorDash
Manhattan.
soup?
I was born in well, I wasn't born in Manhattan, but I lived in Yonkers for a while. Well, until I was about 9 months old. Then moved to Jersey.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm
Drunken
in
is a Manhattan person.
Manhattan.
Fancy.
Fancy.
They're very fancy.
Drunken, that means you can afford our event.
Drunken, are you not on social media? Like, are you not checking out our amazing? Like, I'm gonna have to start putting some of these. I guess I need to start putting some of these posts out there on the YouTube community.
Yes, chicken noodle sounds good. If there's pickle dash, I'll pay you to deliver it. I'm gonna need a baguette as well.
Oh my God.
Okay. And whatever sandwiches Danny made yesterday were fantastic.
So he's got a book out now that is world renowned, and you would think. Oh wait, who's Sebastian Stan?
I don't know. She posted him yesterday. I don't know. I don't know. She's got.
Oh.
That's right.
Look, now he needs a baguette with his soup because now he's an author. He's got a book. He's got a book. Hey, what is that look? Now you're doing this. You got to be looking.
What's that?
Oh.
Brooklyn. Oh, the Winter Soldier. It's a Marvel thing.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Bucky Winter Soldier. I don't know.
All right. And just so everybody knows, I tried watching Squid Game 2 and it's stupid. I hate it.
What kind of opinion drop was that?
That just jumped into my head. We're talking about movies and that's a show. And I'm like, okay.
Everybody know. Apparently, yeah, I don't. Everybody knows. Cindy knows.
That's not nice, Denise.
Stacy knows. Everybody knows. Danny knows. I don't. Yeah, I don't watch.
I don't either. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm not 7. Ooh, I'm fighting words right there.
Listen, hey folks, just so you know, my opinions and Rob's opinions aren't always the same.
That's right. I don't watch superheroes.
I can't prevent him from getting his ass kicked by a bunch of people on the side.
Would you all like me? I want to start my own show. I'll buy a smoking jacket and I'll read stories to you.
Danny calling you out. You were watching Supernatural, were you?
I didn't watch it. I came out and it was on.
Uh-huh.
The power of positivity, using good vibes to attract support. When it comes to the wild world of ghost hunting, your attitude can either summon spectral allies or send them barreling into the other room like a skittish cat at the sound of a vacuum cleaner.
You know what sounds good? Chick-fil-A. Now I see chick flicks.
Oh, are we doing that?
I kind of want Chick-fil-A now.
Me too. I want waffle fries.
Oh, sounds good, right?
Denise had a whole room of Marvel. I know all this. Who you like my stories?
Kaylee says Squid Game is dumb.
It's dumb.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just disappointing.
I love that, Tom. Like, I think it's great. Like, comic book, sci-fi, fantasy nerd. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it, but I got other things to worry about.
Like what? He likes to read about him. He likes stories about himself. He likes to read his magazine article and see, and his own book. He has his own posters. What else you got?
There's literally posters here of me. What's that say? Chick Filer?
He's saying Chick-fil-A. Popeyes is better. I'm not a big Popeyes is huge here in Metro Detroit, and I'm not a big fan.
Oh,
I've tried.
I'm sorry about that.
I don't like the Cajun-y thing. I'm just a good old Chick-fil-A chick. That's my Texas roots coming out, though, right there.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is good. All right, there I am. Just saying.
Oh, thank you, Kaylee, for the reminder. Also, a calendar of Rob. Like, seriously. And then you wonder why people pick on you.
Oh yeah, there's a calendar too.
Like, you need to put, we need to put a stack pack together.
And the proceeds go to Autism Speaks, which that also was attacked by our friends, by the way. Of course, they had to go after that. Yeah, there's a whole calendar of me. 12 months. 12 months of Rob.
Stack pack, ready? Rob Stackowitz calendar, Rob Stackowitz book, Rob Stackowitz poster, t-shirt, and sticker. What else you got? You want the stack pack? Is everybody in for the stack pack? If you want the stack pack, we'll put it together.
Yeah.
We'll put that shit together. It will sell.
No, it won't.
I have a feeling it would sell.
No.
Yeah. Remember when we couldn't even give my stickers away?
Yeah, we could. I gave a bunch away. You're on my case.
I think Danny's got me on her case too. Look at the. Uh-oh.
All right. We need a life-size statue of Rob, like Buddy Jesus or Baby Jesus. I don't know what he said.
Buddy Jesus.
Buddy Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe an action figure. Well, we have our pops. What are those things called?
Yeah, those got made.
Funko Pops.
What's called Funko Pops. Yeah. Buddy Christ.
Okay. And Danny, Danny didn't come banging on my door because I did not turn the heat on last night. And when I woke up this morning, we were at like 53 freaking degrees. Danny, you got to learn how to put the heat on. It was fucking cold.
Do you think, I just was looking at your title of the show because I really wasn't supposed to be here. Do you think somebody wanted to come on?
Oh. Well, they could have said something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Buddy Jesus. Dogma.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. See, I'm not like a big movie guy, or I just don't know that kind of trivia.
Kind of trivia.
All right. Well,
all right. Well, we got work to do, eating to do, and honestly, thank you guys for being the amazing pieces of the community that you are, because you are making Get Haunted what it is. You make it the success that it is. And we look forward to creating these events for you guys to all come together and realize just how amazing the paranormal can be when we step outside of social media, right? I do like that movie, by the way. Dogma, that movie I do know.
I never.
All right. So with that, anything else, Robert?
That's all I have for everybody. Thank you all for joining today. It was supposed to be open mic. If I missed you and you wanted to talk, just shoot me a message. And we'll do another show later after I'm done working.
Yeah. All right. You look creepy with your hood up. All right. Big Daddy, we will talk to you later. Bulger, we'll talk to you later. Denise Pack, love you. Mwah. Stacy, Danny, everybody, Leanne, Sandy, Cindy, Kaylee, Mike Cronin, Icy, D-Who. We love you guys. We really do. We love you. You guys are amazing. Keep being that. Keep being that. And look for the next Cross the Line with Get Haunted, because we're going to have another question later today. So keep it going, folks. And we will catch you, I don't know, later.
Catch your asses later now.
All right. Bye.
Bye.